boy goes home, I lose my rent, and you lose that unsightly growth on your neck.
What, my beauty spot?
No, your head.
Idea for a brand new Maid Marian episode. King John has his own band of freedom fighters called the Miserable Women. But they are defeated when they fall in love with Barrington, who they mistake for 50 Cent, or 50 Groats, as he was known in those days.
Marian! Great rings of mud have been found in fields all over the East Midlands.
Yes, Gary, they're cowpats.
I don't think so, sire.
Idea for a brand new episode of Maid Marian. Gary falls out with Graham because he's the better guard. So he persuades the sheriff that Graham's been doing all sorts of really cruel and wicked impersonations of him behind his back, putting on a silly false beard and everything. So he gets the sheriff to sack Graham. Then he gets King John to sack the sheriff. So he becomes the new sheriff. Then something else, and something else, and somebody dresses up as somebody else, and then Gary has a snog with Marian behind a bush.
Marian!
People shouldn't throw dangerous objects at you, should they, just because you've run over their pet? You could take someone's eye out.
I suppose you could. What are the pictures, you mean?
Idea for a brand new Maid Marian episode. Graham's known he's always been the better guard, so he manages to persuade the sheriff to sack Gary, which he does because the sheriff's always agreed with Graham. So anyway, with Gary out of the way, Graham can really start planning, so he then persuades King John to sack the sheriff, because as everybody knows, the sheriff is incompetent too. And then something really funny happens, and some people dress up in an amusing way. But the best thing is, at the end, Graham ends up snogging Marian in the bushes.
Marian!
Dippity-dippity-do, the cat ran up the flue. He ate a bat in a purple hat, dippity-dippity-do! Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Idea for a brand new Maid Marian episode. The sheriff has his own forest reality game, which is called Really Intelligent Blokes or something like that, and he's the star in it. And he's also got his own gang of freedom fighters who are also called, like, the Really Intelligent Blokes, and he's the leader. And they win just about everything, and he sacks Gary and Graham, and he sacks King John, and he sacks all the merry men and the villagers, and there's just him and Maid Marian left behind the bushes, and oh, she so wants to snog him, and he kind of lets her.
Marian!